Don't watch that. Watch this.
Well, what do you mean by this? Oh, well, this is my channel. Welcome to it. And if you guys do really enjoy it, you can go in, you can click the share button. That really, really helps the algorithm. Go to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I don't even know what the crap that is. Reddit, all the stuff. So if you do love that, we also have a join button. You go in, you click the little join button. $4.99 a month. You get all the cool, awesome emojis. Now, enjoy the video.
You see this beginning, middle, and end, and you feel like it was all coming to this.
Oh, J.J. Abrams. Oh, holy crap. J.J. Abrams is over. Hashtag is trending over on Twitter. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, your favorite YouTube harpy. And yes, we're talking about J.J. Abrams today. Holy crap. This one came out here on Twitter. This whole hashtag JJ Abrams is over party. The early reviews confirm that all of the leaks for Rise of Skywalker are pretty much true, and he's not going to have a good conclusion to anything. He just messed it up, didn't you? Oh yeah, that's the face of a man who knows he had a flop on his hands in October. Oh yeah, this is from October, this interview that we've been using clips from today, but it's still just as relevant, isn't it? This is the face of the man that messed up Star Wars so bad, along with, oh no, you don't think we got her off the hook either, do you?
Paramount.
It's not just the end of 3 movies, it's the end of 9 movies.
Yeah, you think? Because it's the end of 9 movies, maybe you shouldn't have chucked all the rest of them out the window with the last guy. Oh, no, but now the last guy is at the throat of everybody else here.
So the story needed to end emotionally, it needed to end.
It just needed to end. It needed to end emotionally. I don't think any of us have that emotional investment anymore to this story. I don't think so.
With scale, but with intimacy, it was a bit of a juggling on a tightrope act, but
juggling on a tightrope act. Well, gee, maybe if you didn't crap these movies out every year, and maybe if you put more care into them than a boardroom assembly meeting of focus groups, more than just what some verified checkmark group on Twitter says that they want representation in that week so they can feel like the white savior to and be superior to because they cared and they got their little woke points. Because that's all this is, just a giant game of Wokemon anymore. They don't care about the stories. They care about appeasing their little focus groups.
it was really important to us that we tell a story that makes people feel, and where there's a sense, if you're a kid watching all 9 movies years from now, you see this beginning, middle, and end, and you feel like it was all coming to this.
It was all coming to Yeah. It wasn't. Because you know why the JJ's over party? We'll get into some of the spoilers, but we'll get into the real meat of why the fans are not going to be happy with this one, right? They heard the feedback of both sides. They heard the feedback of the people who liked The Last Jedi, and they only catered to the people who liked this is going to have little mild spoilers, so yeah, they only cater to the people who have they cater to the Reylos. The people who want to see Rey and Kylo make out. The people who want Rey as a role model because she is the bestest ever.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
She's the bestest thing. And shut up, Rey. No, you're not the bestest thing ever. And that's the problem, is that she shouldn't be. And here's the other spoiler. In doing so, catering to those people, they have made Rey the be-all, end-all. They've made her, quote, a Palpatine, according to many, many sources now. They have made it so that the bad guys win. The Palpatines win. The Palpatines are the one who now are in charge of everything and are the reason for being, because you had to have this bad guy down. So the entire saga legacy characters, like Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, oh no, nothing they did matters. Luke and Vader's whole arcs from the original trilogy doesn't matter because Rey comes along being the bestest.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jack.
The bestest thing ever since sliced bread. And that's the problem with this, is that they undid Anakin's arc, and he was supposed to be the focus. He was supposed to be this chosen one character. So you're screwing up fans who paid attention to the prequels. You're pissing off the prequel people. You're pissing off the original trilogy people. And you're not even satisfying the Reylos, because now they had to go in and undo everything else that The Last Jedi did that people might have been on board with or less upset by, or whatever, just by focusing on, oh, no, let's bring in the Reylos. And they have made this a mess from beginning to end, and they've known about it, and it doesn't surprise me, because if you listen to Kathleen Kennedy's attitude here, let me see if I can pull up the right clip.
To say that she had passed away in between, it just felt like there was no way to end this story. She's such an integral part of it.
His nose is a giant... Oh, I can't say what his nose is.
Finding the end to this.
Finding the end to this. Finding the end to this. I love how she just spits it out. I always focus on that. And it's true. And if you guys are just coming to my channel, I always focus on the way she says, finding the end to this. It's like signing the final divorce paper. Let's just put an end to this. It's finally giving your ex-husband his stuff back after holding on to it for 5 years. It's like, oh, finally, can we just get over with this? It's like your ex's dog finally passes away. Let's just put an end to this. And finally, we can bury it in the backyard and move on with this, because I didn't like this thing anyway. And that's exactly what this feels like. She was dumped with her ex's dog, and she didn't like it, and she didn't care about it, and she didn't take care of it. And it died alone and fat on an island in Octu, surrounded by a bunch of idiot, stupid porgs. Don't... And I like them because they're cute, because I'm sorry, I can't help it, because I also love the little baby one, the little baby Yoda one. This makes my brain hurt so much, and I just think of little baby Yodas. And there's a theory going around that Kathleen Kennedy didn't want Baby Yoda to overshadow Rey. And I think that's the case, because this is why the JJ's over party. People are hearing this. People are hearing the leaks. People are hearing every little message, and early, like, John Campea doesn't like it. Scott Mendelson doesn't like this. Here's the other thing that I really wanted to read to you about why The Rise of Skywalker might, and get this witch off of my screen. Boop. All right, here's a verified blue check mark. Boom! His name's Spankiller. Don't know who he is, but apparently he is a actor, questionable media critic, blah, 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 whatever. So somebody, just verified check mark, somebody who's seen this thing. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, review and thread. I'll try to keep spoilers to a minimum, but I will describe a shot/scene or two in order to get some points across. There's a lot to unpack. 1, I hate it. I truly, honest to God, hate it. It's the worst kind of blockbuster, in my honest opinion, or is it in my humble opinion? Not bad, because it does a lot of big ideas that it fails to execute properly, like most of the prequels, but because it tries to hide its lack of ideas with meaningless nostalgia and spectacle. There's no plot. The entire film's basically a linear search for a shitty MacGuffin. Told you so, JJ. We totally told you so. We knew that. We totally knew that. Told you so, JJ. We knew it. This was in the leaks and the spoilers. And clearly somebody was leaking the images that were just the key moments, like the yellow lightsaber, like zombie Palpatine that looks more like Davros from, who literally looks like Davros from Doctor Who, pretty much. That's pretty much, just imagine this. Imagine just Davros, and you'll be fine if you don't want, because we can't use those images because they've been copywriting them, because of course they're real. to every little thing, to the MacGuffin. It's a little triangular shaped thing with Guitar Center patch cables coming out the side of it. Like, really, like legit one. Oh my god, I'm not even kidding. They just look like the braided patch cables, the little ones. It's the worst kind of blockbuster. Not bad because it has a lot of big ideas it fails to execute properly, like most of the prequels, but because it tries to hide its lack of ideas with meaningless nostalgia and spectacle. Yeah, so there's no plot. The entire film is basically a linear search for the shitty MacGuffin, you know, the triangle pyramid thing with the Guitar Center patch cables, in order to pad out the runtime before finally putting up the heroes against the main villain. I'd call it a video game plot, if not for the fact that games know how to do storytelling these days. What is this movie going to be? I don't want to see this. I want to start crying. I do not want to see this movie. There's no emotional weight or resonance to anything that happens. Characters act passively. Well-known characters are thrown into the mix haphazardly and get nothing to do. Poor Lando. New characters don't get developed. Death is used cheaply, etc. Oh, good. Hopefully Rose Tico will die. I'm so tired of that one. Or you know, Ray's not gonna die. I saw the spoilers. The moment I knew this movie was inherently effed was when, in the last act, there was a moment that I can only describe as the film's attempt at Avengers Endgame, Avengers Assemble moment. What? No. And everything seems lost, but moment. And I felt nothing. You're supposed to feel a cocktail of intense, positive emotions during that moment, but I felt nothing. Why? Because it felt undeserved. It felt cheap. It felt by the numbers, just like the McDonaldization, corporate crap, junk food, pop music that we're getting with this stuff. And it's fine if you like that, but I want Star Wars. Also, my channel is not for the little ones. I want Star Wars. I want Star Wars from my time with my characters and my trilogy and the people I actually give a crap about in the movie. Not,
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jack.
oh, nobody likes you, Rey. Nobody likes you, Rey, except for the Reylos. And they're not going to be happy with this either. This is a movie that's not going to make anybody happy at all. I didn't care about any of them. Tragic. The attempts at humor are painful. Rebel says, the Falcon hasn't been spotted. Leia, what a downer. Can't you be more positive? Rebel, everything is going to be okay. Just perfect, in fact. That's it. That's the very first joke in the movie. Utter silence in the cinema. Is that supposed to be a joke? Oh, no, not unfunny jokes. This is going to be Captain Marvel all over again, only it's going to be longer. Oh.
I just see people, and I just play people. I didn't play Captain Marvel because I wanted to be a hero. I just wanted to be a...
Bree, no, you think you're people. We get it. You're not people. You're a whatever you are.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh no, if X happened, then that must mean that Y happened. That's horrible, especially because of Z. I'm not overreacting. The exposition is that clunky. Oh no, I missed this one too. The film is riddled with clunky exposition, either because 1, something happened that wasn't explained visually properly, or 2, because the movie thinks you're an utter moron, or 3, mostly 3, because it desperately wants you to feel feelings, and that's what we just saw with JJ's things. So it's important that we want you to feel something. And thank you so much for subscribing, Jay. That's exactly what we saw. Oh, please feel. I don't want to feel. I don't care. No, you don't deserve me to feel anything with your fake people running around with your fake Star Wars, faking your way through, phoning it in. That's what this is. It just feels like they're phoning it in. He goes on to say, Rey will never become a Jedi. Oh, you mean that same Rey that from the very start of the film has been doing the most impressive Jedi feats in the entire franchise, even eclipsing masters like Yoda. The She's a Mary Sue crowd are gonna love this film. Read, they won't. So us, the people who never liked Rey that much because she was a little too perfect. And now I'm not gonna play the clip again. Did I enjoy any of it? Barely. The film has a few new ideas, but only one of them gets developed properly, culminating in a single moment that I thought was cool. One idea / moment. 1. This movie is 2.5 hours long. Whoa.
Smoke weed every day.
I'm in Colorado. I think I'll be okay, but whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. This film is a series of meaningless, vapid set pieces held together by nostalgic carcasses of the original trilogy, and it feels like the conclusion to a completely different trilogy. It feels like an utter course correction, a desperate attempt to undo the few good things and ideas The Last Jedi managed to creatively inject into the Star Wars mythos. By the way, The Rise of Skywalker is a much worse film than The Last Jedi, in my opinion. Oh no! Oh no, this is Game of Thrones bad. And this is exactly what we've been saying with the Game of Thrones, you know, best season ever.
And are you happy with how things ended? Yes. She didn't say yes. You didn't say yes.
Best season ever.
In my opinion, much worse. The latter may have shat on the mythos, but at least it has its own ideas. The entire trilogy is a damn mess. TFA, a vapid remake that only served to reset the franchise with an exchanged status quo. The Last Jedi did new and interesting things, but angered the fans by treating its mythos poorly. Rise of Skywalker, a shallow attempt at salvaging this mess with the Emperor. Ugh. Yeah, the one that's supposed to be dead. This trilogy makes the prequels look like timeless classics. At least they had heart, direction, and conviction. Want to know the worst thing? Disney decimated the canonical nature of the extended universe for this trilogy. Hundreds of fantastic books, comics, games, etc. were basically done away with for this. And for what? For a film that is essentially an EU film, but much worse. The Rise of Skywalker is the worst Star Wars film I've ever seen, and the most painful way this iconic saga could have possibly been concluded. 3.5 out of 10. Yeah, but it's all about the feelings and feeling the feelings, because feelings and I don't even care anymore. I don't want to feel your feelings, Star Wars, because I just want to look at the cute little baby Yoda doing the cute little, floating his little pod, doing his cute little, going for his little bolly.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
Pablo Leon subscribed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is why Cancel JJ's trending, and that's only getting worse from here. It's going to be a nice, interesting few days. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my Teespring store. We got merch on sale. We got some discounts going on, some new merch, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
After 40 years, what are you thinking?